Hey everybody, how you doing? This is JJ from Deluxe Vehicle Detailing and Paint Correction in beautiful Seminole, Florida. Hey, I've got a little trick that I just picked up on, and I thought I'd share it with you. I don't know how many of you get real anal about how much dust collects in your garage, your shop area, what kind of, filtration air system you might be using to try and keep, dust and everything at the lowest level possible, so that when you're doing coatings of any type, whether it's ceramic or you're just putting on some, bead maker or whatever it might be, if you of course want to keep dust while it's, if it's got a cure time and it's got to sit, and you just want to keep things as sterile as possible. Now, I am calling this my shop. Of course, it is just my home garage. I'll back out a little bit here. If you keep updated with me whatsoever, I've changed locations. This is my new garage. So I'm going to go over just a few things that I've done in this typical 1960s type house, where you can see I have taken plastic. This one will probably be a little easier to see, but I've got the other one way up there. I've taken some plastic sheeting. It's very thick. It actually came out of a Florida room window, plastic window, which is very common down here. Anyway, I know it's not beautiful, but I took some Gorilla Tape and taped off all the seams. Maybe need to go over that one a little bit better. But there were gaps in the cement here. I also did that one. And then, as I previously tried to show you, I've got one way up in the top of the frame of the garage. You can probably tell I also took some, actually did this today. I had some air leaking through here. And although it was minor, I felt it was contributing, since it was blowing through the fascia board on the other side, and then coming through when it was windy. My hand is huge in that. Sorry about that, folks. But anyway, all of you probably know by now I'm not a professional photographer, and don't pretend to be, and don't want to be one, and don't really like editing and all that stuff either. But I've also taken the windows, and I've put in a very heavy-duty plastic film, and again, Gorilla Glue tape is amazing. It sticks to everything, and I have sealed off, and this was allowing a lot of heat to build up in here. It just had blinds on it, which this cuts down, but in the afternoon when the sun is coming out of the west, this plastic is hot. I mean, so much heat builds up between the glass, which was kind of drafty, and whatnot. I've also, unfortunately, I have this air conditioner system which sits right over my garage, which is definitely not the best thing in the world. But you can probably see here, I have, reinforced some seams with, again, the Gorilla Glue tape. I felt like they, might be letting some air in. If you've got wires between walls, probably a little bit hard to see there, but right where my finger is, I taped up where some wires were going through. I have tried to just make this shop more of a shop. This garage, yes, it is just a garage. But I was looking at air filtration systems online, and just a real easy hack is what we've got set up here. So I've got my 230 mile an hour leaf blower. This happens to be the Black & Decker, and I picked this up at Lowe's a while back, and it really moves a lot of air. I've got this. I've also got this. It comes with a nozzle that you can really direct to a fine point. And I've got these rubberized mats. I've got 4 of them. It makes it nice and easy to sweep everything out the door. It kind of traps You know, as I pull the car in, you can see the, you know, tire prints and stuff, right, from my BMW. So it makes it a nice, easy sweep out. But for a real, you know, deep getting everything out of here that I can, I take the leaf blower, I start up top, way back here in the garage. Yes, this is also somewhat of a problem because I have a washer dryer in my garage, which some of you might be able to see. The lighting's kind of poor, but I also used some of the expanding foam and, you know, sealed up inside and outside where the vent goes through. I felt like some, you know, maybe some dust was kind of blowing through there. And basically I just start my way high. I do everything up high. I blow off all of my, you know, I've got all of my supplies and everything in containers to keep them contaminant free. I've got a section over here, and I've got like a nice little work table, workshop area. I keep a couple things on, and when I'm doing a detail, I just basically use those two big ones for tables. So anyway, I start up high, and then I'll come to the back of the garage, and what I found is as I'm blowing everything out the door, right, out on the driveway, and then blow the driveway clean, I wanted to be moving air out along with it. So a few times now that I've done this, I set the fans up, but I thought, how could it be better? Well, Cheapo Hack air filtration system. Get yourself a nice, this happens to be a 24 by 24 filter and a little box fan, right? So I've got them both turned up on high. I've got air circulating as I'm blowing it out. It's blowing through the one fan. It's creating more air coming through into the box fan. I've got the table just for some support there. And I have found, this is my first time doing this today, but I can see quite a bit of things that are stuck to this side of the air filter. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, you know, I usually go do this like 2 or 3 times where I, you know, blow things down real thoroughly, creating a lot of dust in the room. Now I'm blowing the dust out of the garage. I'm keeping maybe some air from blowing back in, and I'm also filtering dust out as I'm making this big, you know, dusty mess as I'm blowing everything around. I figure by the 3rd time I, you know, do the garage, I've pretty much blown everything out. But the fine particulate matter that you really can't see, but trust me, when you take a inspection light and look around, you know, it can look like it's snowing. You know, turn off all your lights, you can check your own garage like this, take an inspection light, and just look around at seams in windows. You could take some, I've done this, you could take some dryer lint and kind of hold it up and shake it and see if there's an airflow, you know, coming from around some area. So anyway, just a little tip, just something I thought I'd share. I hope all of you are having a great day. It is Saturday. I am going to head to the beach. I just got a text. Boys are playing some volleyball down there, so I'm going to go join them. But I'm just going to blow this out again. No real reason to, you know, go through. I've gone through my procedure, but it would just be loud, and it's just me blowing air all around in a garage, but in a very organized pattern. Again, you know, obviously you want to start high, get everything blowing around. You know, it's going to fall. You blow it all out, then you do it again, maybe not so forcefully up top. Keep everything going, and hey, you know, it works. And definitely try this little hack with a filter and a box fan, because I'll tell you what, I really do see a lot of things that got picked up that, you know, may have got, you know, just left on the floor, settled down, something like that. I'll probably take, you know, a little 15-minute break in between my 3 procedures just to let everything, you know, drop. And then I'll go be putting my baby there, the BMW that is, and I'll get that back in the garage and get that thing dialed in. You can see I've got table set up here. I've got a stainless. I'm going to be doing a bunch of scratch removal, use of the rotary, use of a bunch of different pads. I'm really liking the Rupes coarse and medium wool pads. They are amazing. So I'll be sharing all that with you. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, like this. You know somebody that might have a dusty garage, share it with them. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, enjoy making your vehicles beautiful. Take care.